Dear student, myself Rajendra Aseri. I am assistant professor in computer science department at Government Bangat PG College, Daytona. In the previous class, we started the topic indexing and hashing, and in hashing, we covered the hash function and the properties of an ideal hash function, which should be uniform, it can be random, and bucket overflow and bucket underflow situation, how they occurred, and how to overcome with these problems. So all these concepts we covered. Then some deficiencies in static hashing occurred. So to overcome them, we switched to the dynamic hashing. In dynamic hashing, we started a new concept, extendable hash structure. Okay, and then implementation of that with the help of an example we already covered. So till now we covered basics of indexing and hashing, ordered indexes, primary, secondary, dense, sparse, clustered, non-clustered. Then B plus tree index file, in that we covered various operations like how to insert a node in B plus tree, how to delete a node. Then B tree, how B tree is more beneficial than or having some advantage over the B plus tree. Then hashing concept we started, and in hashing, static hashing we already covered, and dynamic hashing we started in the just previous lecture, and in that we covered the extendable hash structure. Okay, now we are continuing this concept of extendable hash structure. So now today, use of extendable hash structure. Now some algorithm steps are given here, so we need to follow in order to implement this extendable hash structure, right? So topic is first step is each bucket J store a value I of J. What does it mean? All the entries that point to the same bucket have the same values on the first R of J bits. Clear? Second, to locate the bucket containing search key K of J, first we need to compute H of Kj equal to X. Second, use the first I, that should be of high order bits of X, as a displacement into bucket address table. Clear? Understand this concept again. First we need to compute the H hash function of Kj, that is equal to X in notation. Now second step is very important. Use the first I high order bits we need to use of what X, which we calculated in the previous step, as a displacement into bucket address table, as a displacement, right? And follow the pointer to appropriate bucket, right? Now to insert a record with search key value Kj, what should we do? Follow same procedure as lookup and locate the bucket. Say the bucket is J. Now if there is room in the bucket J, then insert the record in the bucket, right? Else the bucket must be split and insertion is re-attempted. Okay. Now overflow buckets used instead in some bucket. We can use overflow bucket. Okay. Next is insertion in extendable. So to perform the insertion, there are some steps. So we are going step by step. To split a bucket J, when inserting record with search key value Kj, how to do that? If I is greater than I of J, more than one pointer to bucket J, then what we need to do? Allocate a new bucket Z and set I of J equal to I of Z, and that should be equal to Ij plus 1, right? Now update the second half of the bucket address table entries originally pointing to J to point the Z. Now remove each record in bucket J and reinsert in J or Z, right? Now recompute new bucket for Kj and insert record in the bucket. Further splitting is required if the bucket is still full. Okay, so we can just if the bucket is full, then we need to split it until the bucket is still full, right? Second possibility, if I equal to I of J, only one pointer to bucket J, then what will happen? If I reaches some limit B, or too many splits have happened in this insertion, then create an overflow bucket. Else, what we need to do? Increment I, do some increment I plus 1 and double the size of the bucket address table. Now replace each entry in the table by two entries that point to the same bucket. Now recompute new bucket address table entry for k of j. Now I is greater than ij, so use the first case as above. So we need to follow these steps very carefully, and whatever written step by step we need to follow. Then we can perform the insertion in extendable hash structure and having different conditions. Means if there are more than one pointer to bucket, then what will happen? So the situation is different. And second possibility is if I equal to I of j, then only one pointer to bucket j. Then there are some different set of steps we need to follow. Now next is deletion in extendable hash structure. To delete a key value, what we need to do? Locate it in its bucket and remove it. First point. Second, bucket itself can be removed if it becomes empty, means with appropriate updates to the bucket address table. Okay. Now coalescing and saying of buckets can be done or can coalesce only with a buddy bucket having same value of I of j and same ij minus 1 prefix if it is present, right? Now decreasing bucket address table size is also possible. Some more point is given here. Suppose decreasing the bucket address table size is an expensive operation and should be done only if number of buckets becomes much smaller than the size of the, this point is very important, means decreasing bucket address table size is an expensive operation and should be done only if number of buckets become much smaller than the size of the table, right? Next, use of extendable hash structure. One example is written. So suppose some branch name is given from a relation or from a table of the database: Brighton, Downtown, Manors, Paris, Deadwood, Round Hill. So suppose B is for what? B is B means suppose 2, A1, B2 like that. So 2 in binary we can write down 1 0. So 0 0 1 0. Similarly we can write down RI. So suppose hash function we calculated on the branch name, right? So first we converted our all the character in their corresponding, and we can say characters, and then based on that we applied a hash function on the branch name, right? So if you see all the string, suppose B R I G H T O and 8 are there. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 corresponding to 8 character, corresponding 8 binary we converted, and then we applied a hash function on the branch name. Similarly for all the remaining branch name we have done, we applied the hash function, right? Now we applied a hash prefix concept. So based on the hash prefix, suppose 0, we applied a bucket address table, and the resultant values are going into a corresponding bucket. Okay, so all hash prefix we are calculating, and corresponding values are, such values are going into their corresponding buckets, right? One more example is listed here. Now hash structure after insertion of Brighton and 2 Downtown record. What will happen? See, hash prefix 1 is given. So if we are inserting Brighton and next is Downtown, then the hash structure will be like in this shown in this particular diagram. So it will be more clear if you see. Initially we are having only see previous slide we are going. Initially we are having nothing. So after inserting the Brighton and 2 Downtown record, the resultant of the hash bucket address table will change in this scenario, right? One more example, hash structure after insertion of the Manus record. What will happen? Brighton and Downtown is there. Now next we are inserting what? Manus. So if you see one number bucket Brighton, 2 number downtown, and 2 number men's, because both are having the same hash values. Okay, so in this manner we can perform the insertion of various branches in this particular hash structure, right? So C has prefix 3. So 1, 2, and at 3 we are inserting minus, and then at 3 Paris and 2 more entry of Paris, and then this Paris is pointing to the A218 Paris and then 700. So hash structure, after the insertion of 3 Paris, we are inserting 3 Paris record. So this structure will keep on modifying depending upon the insertion of different branches, right? One more example, hash structure after the insertion of redwood and round hill record. So you see, up to this was already there, already present. Now what we inserted? Redwood. So redwood is inserted at 1 number as index, or 1 number bucket value, and it is just inserted after the Brighton. So A217 Brighton and 750 first entry in the we can say bucket 1, and A22 redwood and 700 is also at bucket 1. Then at 2 A101 downtown 500 and A110 downtown and 600. At third A215 Manus and 700, A305 round hill and then 350. So that's all from extendable hash structure. Okay, so in this lecture we covered the insertion and deletion operation. First, how to use the extendable hash structure, this algorithm steps we covered in very much detail. After that, insertion operation, then some possibilities we taken, and based on those possibility we covered how to perform a insertion in hash extendable hash structure. Then we started the operation deletion in extendable hash structure. Then one example we have taken in that, some branches we took and then convert those branches according to their character values, and convert to their corresponding binaries, and applied some hash function. And after that we use this extendable hash structure to perform the insertion operation of different branches. So that's all from this lecture. In next lecture we will be learning some new concept about the indexing and hashing concept. Thank you.